And again, Biffle brings him across. And here comes Boyer, who is a lap down, trying to spoil his party.
But watch these two drivers on the outside. Watch Matt Kenseth in that 17 and Jimmy Johnson in the 48.
Regan Smith aligned on the back bumper of Greg Biffle with 1.5 laps to go. Blaney in a qualifying spot and Nemechek.
The water's blowing. It doesn't matter now. You're coming to the white flag. You're not even looking at the water temperature gauge.
The engine could be blowing. You don't really care.
You're coming to the front, and that's what matters.
Look at the difference. About 5 miles an hour right there going into turn 3.
Biffle on the bottom. Here comes his teammate Matt Kenseth with help from Jimmy Johnson.
He says,
Biffle slides up, covers the spot, and they go to the inside against it. What a move by Matt Kenseth.
Oh, no, what a bad move by Greg Biffle. He should have never done that. He should have held that bottle.
Uh-oh, the little tea kettle is Jimmy Johnson's.
Yes, it is. And you know what? They may still try to form something there going down the back straightaway, getting through 3 and 4.
Oh, no, it's going to be 48 and 78 now. That's what I figured they were going to do.
Biffle made a bold move. Kenseth made a bolder one.
Whoops.
Regan Smith to the bottom. Contact.
Whoops.
Contact again. And Kurt Busch a lap down on the outside.
But Elliott Sadler is on the lead lap that's pushing Kurt Busch up there.
Something happens at 33, though. He gets a run, he has to back off. Like the car just gets loose or something. He can't stay in it.
Matt Kenseth trying to block 3 lanes at once. Regan Smith down to the bottom. Kenseth wins it for Jack Roush. Regan Smith is second. Jimmy Johnson third. Elliott Sadler. Greg Biffle led all those laps to wind up 5th. And the 2 drivers to transfer into the Daytona 500. Dave Blaney gets the job done. One more time for Tommy Baldwin. Blaney, former World of Outlaws champion, he's a racer. He raced in. And Joe Nemechek, who has made the 500 the last 2 years on qualifying speed, races his way in as he did back in 2007. Want to see it again?
I do, and I really feel like that. What Biffle, I mean, he was in a bad spot, okay. But I'm thinking if he hadn't have made that move up right here, he's coming off a 4. He knows that Kenseth in the 17 is coming. Here he decides to block, but the problem is when you make that cross like that, you lose your momentum. Those guys drove right to the bottom. He's got Jimmy Johnson pushing him, and Biffle he's out of here.
Jimmy Johnson is about blowing up.
And then on the backstretch, here's Matt trying to block 3 lanes at once. Smith down to the inside. Whoa, big contact with Jimmy Johnson there.
And that was huge, I think, for Matt Kenseth, because right there, Regan Smith was getting a good push by Boyer.
So Smith had to regroup, had no help, and Kenseth got just enough of a lead. I agree, Larry. The 2 Chevrolets getting the other in the backstretch pretty much handed that win to Ford today.
Yeah, you can't make contact like that on that. You just lose so much speed.
You know, we talked about maybe teammates helping each other. I don't think Greg Biffle and Matt Kenseth were part of that conversation.
But the cat in the hat, he's probably happy right now, Jack Roush.
Matt Kenseth wins Gatoraid Duel number 2 to earn a spot on the 2nd row for Sunday's Daytona 500. And here's your touch of gray, winning touch. Greg Biffle on defense tries to come up and cover the spot. Watch Matt Kenseth grab a bit of wheel off the bumper of Stanley Steamer there, Jimmy Johnson. And Kenseth drops right to the bottom with 1 lap to go. Sails off to win it. His first dual win in his 13th try, Steve.
Former Daytona 500 champion Matt Kenseth to victory lane. And Matt, talk about the winning move, the move you pulled on your teammate Greg Biffle.
Well, really, I was back a little bit, and I was kind of waiting for Jimmy, and Jimmy worked really good with me today. He gave us a push to get us to the front early, and I was going to try to make a plan with him, and he got out of line one time, so I got up there to try to help him, and not sure how we got in front of him, but he gave me really the push to the win. And this Ford was so fast thanks to Doug Yates and the guys in Engine Shops. They've been pretty stout all weekend, and real quick, I need to thank Best Buy, Sprint, Valvoline, Zest Soap, and for sure Gatoraid. These are great races. First time I've been able to win one of these things.
All right, now I saw Jimmy Fennick, your crew chief, with his palms up like this. What was he saying?
So I'm so bad at it. They're like, it must have been an accident. How else did you end up down here? So this car was really fast. When it got out front early, I could feel it had a lot of speed, and made a few wrong moves, shuffled to the back, but able to get it to the front there at the end.
All right, congratulations, Matt. Let's go to Mike Joy.
Thanks, Steve. Congratulations to Matt Kenseth, to Dave Blaney, who raced his way in, and to Joe Nemechek, who kind of had a tough day, got himself a lap down. But Joe, once again, you're in the Daytona 500.
Okay. Hi, Grace.
Coming to the checkers. We're in the Daytona 500, boys. Great job, Joe. We did what we had to do. Yeah, 10-4. Make sure you thank Bill for me there.
In 2009, Joe Nemechek did not finish high enough in his 150-miler. Didn't make the Daytona 500. And today, what an eventful day. Tell us about it.
I tell you, you talk about stress in your life. Oh, my gosh. I can't thank the people who helped me get here. AMFMenergy.com for your wood and heating needs. They also coming out with a new pellet grilled barbecue grill. You got to check it out. But it's just incredible. I mean, during the race, when we pitted, I had to pit at least 1 lap, maybe 2 laps early because the fuel pressure gauge went down. So I didn't know if I was going to be out of gas. Just luckily, my teammate Bill Elliott was on pit road at the same time, and everybody mind their P's and Q's out there pretty good. Man, I tell you what a relief. I tell you what, there's been a lot of Tums taken this week. People just have no clue how hard it is, and working with very limited funds. We do a lot. Mom's pulling for me. My wife and kids are here. It's a big day to make the Daytona 500.
What they have a lot of in this team is a lot of heart. Matt?
Zienk owner Tom Baldwin Jr. has already come by and congratulated his driver Dave Blaney. What does it mean for you, and especially TBR, to make it in the Great American Race?
Well, it's big for anybody, big for me, but especially big for the team. Man, oh man, you don't want to come down here with a car this nice and equipment this nice and miss a race. So, man, we had to run smart today and not take any chances and be a little cautious on the pit stop. But flawless race car and could run near the front early. It could pretty easily. So. Just relieved, I guess.
Good luck on Sunday. Mike?
Great job by Blaney, who always seems to drive to the occasion. Here's our Napa results of Gatoraid Duel number 2. Kenseth, Smith, Johnson, Sadler, Biffle, the top 5. Logano and Busch some distance back. Gordon, Newman, and Casey Kane. The top 10. Mark Martin, Dave Blaney races in. Truex, Busch, and Boyer. And Labonte. Then Nemechek races in. Casey Mears, Robert Richardson disappointed. 2 laps down. He goes home along with Bill Elliott, Kenny Wallace, and J.J. Ailey. So here are the drivers who will not start the Daytona 500. The Wallace brothers, Kenny and Mike. Robert Richardson, J.J. Ailey, Bill Elliott, and for the first time since 1972, there won't be a Waltrip in the Daytona 500.